Good morning. My name is Mylène Lapierre. I'm the President and CEO of the Chartered Professional Accountants of New Brunswick. We are absolutely thrilled to sponsor this sold-out event. Il nous fait plaisir de commanditer l'événement d'aujourd'hui sur l'état des 3 communautés qui affiche complet. It's a joy to be here among an engaged audience, and I thank our mayors for sharing their thoughts on the challenges and opportunities for our communities in 2023. This kind of community dialogue is where commitments are made and challenges are met. Small and medium businesses are the backbone of our local prosperity. They play a vital role not only in the economy, but in fostering an environment for genuine human connection. Les petites et moyennes entreprises sont un acteur économique essentiel et constituent l'épine dorsale de notre prospérité locale. Elles jouent un rôle clé au niveau de l'innovation et la création d'emplois. We, at CPA New Brunswick, are dedicated to moving our business community forward, and we are eager to provide our local businesses with much-needed support. Our professional organization represents more than 3,000 CPA members and 300 future CPAs in New Brunswick, 25% of whom are in the Southeast, who can ease the stress of the accounting side so that the owner is able to focus on running their business. Our organization is not untouched by the challenges still impacting our economy: aging population, recruitment, and labor force shortages, for example. This is why we are launching a pilot immigration program to speed foreign credential recognitions to ease the path to working in New Brunswick for accountants trained abroad. And I will encourage other professional organizations to do the same. To keep these newcomers living and working in New Brunswick, however, will require effort from all of us. Each of us, as individuals and as companies, can commit to building resilient and caring communities. This is a great time to be part of our regional family. Let's make this community welcoming and supportive for our newest residents as well. Nous avons tous un rôle à jouer. CPA New Brunswick is proud to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce for Greater Moncton, and we are here to help you move forward. I find this an inspiring start to our day and year. I thank you, your worships, Don Arnold, Yvon Lapierre, and Andrew Leblanc for speaking today. Au nom de CPA New Brunswick, je vous souhaite à tous et à toutes un bel événement. Have a great breakfast. Merci.
We had to put the stairs on the other side of the stage. Good morning, everybody. Bon matin à tous. C'est un grand plaisir d'être ici aujourd'hui avec les membres de la Chambre de commerce pour le Grand Moncton et mes collègues, les maires des 3 communautés. This morning, I'm joined by members of Riverview Town Council, Councillors Casista, Coughlin, Thorne, and our Deputy Mayor, Wayne Bennett, as well as our CAO, Colin Smith, and our team members, Yatlong Murphy, Ashley Barron, and Annette Crummy. I'm really excited to be here this morning. This is my first State of the Tri-Community in person, which is fantastic. We got to do the virtual one last year, but it's great to be in front of you all and speaking. And I'm really excited to be here sharing in this moment with you. And of course, we had a snowstorm to commemorate the issue, so that's fantastic. Go big or go home. That's how we do in Greater Moncton, right? So to begin, I think it's important to acknowledge that, like municipalities across the country, we continue to face many challenges in Greater Moncton relating to security, housing, homelessness, and other social issues. As a region, these issues are at the top of our priority list, and we know how important they are for you as well, and we hear you on your calls for increased action. We've made a stronger effort to speak with one voice as a tri-community when advocating with the province on the need for intervention. It's something that's been important for all three municipalities. We've talked about it a lot, about how the town of Riverview, the city of Dieppe, and the city of Moncton need to have one united voice on this issue. There's greater strength when we're speaking together, because we know the issue impacts all of us. It's not just a city of Moncton issue. We're all feeling the impacts of some of these social causes in very different ways. We have different resources and different capacity to deal with them. But we realize it's important for all of us to be at the table. And we're very pleased to have a strengthened and united voice when we're advocating on these issues, when we're coming up with solutions for these issues. And I think one of the greatest partners in that is all of you. And so thank you for the work that you've done to be a part of those conversations and to collaborate. We're pleased to see action from the Department of Health and Social Development in 2023. We will continue to focus on community and social development as the Southeast Regional Service Commission prepares to take responsibility for this new mandated service as part of the local governance reform, which comes into effect by January 2024. My fellow mayors, our staff, partner organizations, federal and provincial government colleagues, and the business community are leading from a place of collaboration. This is something that has fueled honest conversations, progress, and hope for what's to come, knowing that there's still work to be done. These complex issues require a change on a systemic level, and in order for that to happen, all of us must continue to work together. Now, despite the challenges facing our communities, there are many positive things happening in the community. And because I'm the first mayor to speak, I'm going to take credit for all of them. World Juniors, you are welcome. It was tough, you know, but our team did it, and it was, oh, I'm kidding. It was actually the YQM festival that we did in Dieppe. That was good. You had Blake Shelton. We had Ivan and Vivian Hicks, though, so compete with that. In all seriousness, no, we've had these great events happening in the region that have really connected people and brought people together. And so we have a massive World Juniors and the YQM Festival. And Riverview added a staircase to Mill Creek. We connected people from the top of Mill Creek to the bottom, apples and apples. It's the same thing. I'm really glad that joke landed because it was a risk. Oh boy. Buckle up, there's a few more of those. So it's in 2023, we celebrate Riverview's 50th birthday. Yes, thank you. We're looking forward to celebrating the last 50 years and looking ahead to the next. Riverview has and continues to focus on our population and economic growth, equity, diversity, and inclusion, and creating a community where residents can live, work, and play. And I'm excited to share some of those things with you this morning. There was a lot of activity in the business community this year. We were finally able to get together and celebrate many new businesses' grand openings, expansions, and some who've been waiting to host an in-person event since 2020. We cut ribbons and welcomed and recognized many businesses on their growth, including Lux Salon, your 2022 Business Excellence Award winner in the Young Entrepreneur category, Chocolate River Wellness, Just Move, Pet Value, Spicy Grills, The Marvelous Holy Bowly, King's Ice Cream, Authentic Asian Foods, Power Play Academy, and Cannabis NB. One thing I often hear from people who come home after being away for a while is that they're impressed with how much Riverview has grown. I mean, we have 3 roundabouts now. That's a big deal. Big deal. Take that, Salisbury. He's not here, I don't think. Don't tell him I said that. We saw an increase in people wanting to call Riverview home last year, contributing to another strong year of residential growth. 192 permits were awarded for a total total worth of more than $34 million in investments. The amount of expansion and multi-unit development fueled by demand over the past few years has been significant and helped facilitate the population growth in our community. We saw many development projects come to life over the past 2 years, 523 new units in operation or active builds. Plus, there are another 206 units that have gone through our Planning Advisory Committee that have received approval and could see development in the near future. These numbers are very encouraging as we welcome many new residents to Riverview. It's also been great to see residents getting back on the bus after we returned to full route service with Kodiak Transpo in 2022. Our numbers have returned to pre-pandemic levels, with over 6,000 riders choosing this method of transportation monthly. That's up 61% from January to December of last year. We're building an engaging community for all ages as well. Riverview, in collaboration with our Seniors Roundtable, is also actively pursuing the age-friendly community designation. There's a community survey out now to help identify gaps in activities, amenities, and services for our seniors. Additionally, we've also created the Riverview Youth Network, which aims to ensure that youth and their parents have access to the services, programs, and support they need in order to address issues like substance abuse, resiliency, and mental health. We saw the return of our town festivals this past year, such as Sunfest, Maple Fest, Harvest Fest. If you can make it a fest, chances are we've done it. Dare I say, we fest better than the rest. Yeah. This portion of the speech has been sponsored by Dr. Seuss. As a result of population growth and the efforts of our Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Committee, we also experienced an increase in community and cultural events in town, hosting celebrations with organizations like the Filipino Association of New Brunswick, the Al Salam Community Center, and the Kerala Association of Moncton last year. Riverview is starting to be seen as a more diversified community where people of all backgrounds can thrive. We formalized our commitment to inclusion on Canada Day last year, when we signed the declaration joining the UNESCO Canadian Coalition of Inclusive Municipalities. As part of this network of cities seeking to improve policies against racism, discrimination, exclusion, and intolerance, our work continues in 2023 to create a welcoming community for all. We introduced a business community liaison this year, a new role that was created to enhance and further support our collaborative relationship with local businesses. Yatlong Murphy has been working diligently to increase communication between the town and our business community, and Yatlong's here today. Thank you very much for being with us. If you've not yet met her, I would encourage you to try and connect before the morning's over. We're seeing an increased focus on initiatives to support our local businesses, and we'll touch on a few of those. We just relaunched our R-Card program, which renewed resources to promote and support businesses in attracting and rewarding more customers through their doors. We also have 50th anniversary grants available from $500 to $1,000 to support Riverview organizations who are promoting community spirit, pride, and collaboration this year. If you have an event in mind, please reach out to our team to help us celebrate our 50th birthday. Winter Carnival starts next week, and we're blown away by the support of the business community this year, with over 25 businesses offering specials and promotions throughout the 10-day festival across town. I'm going to highlight one of the specials because it's awesome. So Spicy Grills is a Jamaican restaurant in the town of Riverview, and they created the Mayor's Special. It's an insane amount of food, which gives people the impression that that's what I usually order when I go there. And just to set the record straight, I do not order that much food, though I can eat it. It's also awkward to have a special named after you that has the word jerk in it for the jerk chicken. My wife has had a field day with that, and I will be Mayor Jerk for the rest of my life. It is amazing, though. You should definitely go check out that restaurant. This marks the 48th year of the carnival, making it our longest-running festival. Organizers began the carnival not long after Riverview became a town to help residents embrace the fun side of winter. Today, with over 40 active activity partners, the spirit of taking the roof off winter remains, especially with the recent snow we've gotten. Snow sculpture creators and snowshoeing enthusiasts were among those cheering alongside our festival team throughout the snowfall on Monday. I'm contractually obligated to speak positively about snow because of Winter Carnival. Outside of this speech, might not happen. We hope you'll come out to see what it's all about from February 3rd to 12th. We kick things off next Friday with fireworks, hot chocolate, skating, and sledge skating at the Oval at the Winter Carnival Park. From youth events to indoor markets to delicious food, there's something for everyone, so check out wintercarnival.ca for fun details. Recognizing the outstanding community spirit, economic contributions, and customer service of our business community is at the top of our list this year. We'll be crowning the winners of our first ever business awards. We ask the community to nominate and vote for their favorites across 3 categories: service, retail, food and beverage. Engagement from residents was incredible, and we look forward to announcing the winners at our awards gala on April 20th. We'll be sharing a look behind some of the stories and driving forces that make Riverview a great place to create, work, shop, and operate a business. We're in the final stages of the Mill Creek Nature Park Master Plan with the recent acquisition of 2 new parcels of land and, of course, a staircase, as we mentioned earlier. To enhance the long-term value of the park, which continues to be an asset that draws people into our town. This makes the surrounding area attractive for future business development as we continue to invest in expanding the park and surrounding amenities. Not the least of which is our highly anticipated Riverview Recreation Complex, which will replace and consolidate existing facilities that are nearing end of life. We're standing by for important announcements over the next few weeks to solidify our next phase of development for the complex. Translation, we're waiting on provincial and federal funding for the building. Who's clap? There you go. Now, he's here this morning, so I do want to give credit to Minister Bruce Fitch, who's our MLA in Riverview, who's been a massive champion for this project, as well as our MP, Jeanette Pettipas-Taylor. And we've made a lot of progress because of his support, so I want to thank you very much, Minister, for the work that you've done to help us with that. We've completed the schematic design phase, which shows a modern, inclusive, and sustainability-focused facility and boasts a field house, a walking track, and an aquatic hall. I don't actually know what an aquatic hall is. I think it's a pool, but it sounds really fancy, black tie optional. Only steps from the trails at Mill Creek, the complex will attract individuals, businesses, and teams to the town once complete. There's never been a better time to invest in the area alongside this major development. Just as Mill Creek attracts outdoor enthusiasts to Riverview throughout the year, so does Light Up Riverview from December to January. We had an incredible turnout at the light launch this year where families gathered to witness the magic of the lights being turned on for the season. We kicked things up a notch for the 22-23 season with the addition of a new local business market that expanded the opportunity for residents to purchase holiday gifts from local artisans, many of whom run online businesses and don't often get the chance to interact with customers face to face. Despite unfortunate vandalism earlier in 2022, we were able to host another successful event thanks to our generous sponsors, Electro Cables and Nuttall Restoration, who understand how much joy this brings to our region. Just ask the tens of thousands of trailgoers who travel to take in the riverfront light display each year. The town continues to focus on our integrated community sustainability plan, including promoting active transportation, celebrating arts and culture programming, and supporting community projects. While our sustainability microgrant program slowed during the pandemic, we are looking to increase the interest and grant submissions in 2023. Last summer, we awarded a microgrant, for example, to the Butterfly Rangers, which sounds like a butterfly police force. It's not that. Who used the funding to plant and upgrade 4 gardens totaling 150 square meters of essential pollinator habitat. This project puts Riverview on the pollinator map. Dare I say, we're the bee's knees. Huh? That was my wife's favorite joke from this one. The project was also featured by the David Suzuki Foundation. which I kind of undercut with the bee's knees joke, but that's okay. Applications for sustainability microgrants can be submitted anytime throughout the year, and we encourage applicants to submit their project as early as possible for the best chance of success. We've supported projects like bike racks at schools, farmers markets, and trail counters over the years. So there is a wide range of opportunity for groups looking for funding. It all comes down to impact, and the team is looking forward to reviewing new projects that will foster community partnerships, meaningful collaboration, and foster sustainable development in Riverview this year. We're committed to creating a supportive and attractive environment where businesses and residents can thrive. And one of the ways we can do this is through investing in our commercial incentive program, a non-repayable development grant for property owners planning a commercial or mixed-use development project, significant expansion or redevelopment of an underutilized commercially zoned site in the town of Riverview. Having a pulse on the current housing landscape is also a way to invest in our future so that all residents have a comfortable place to call home. We are looking forward to reviewing the results of a housing needs assessment in 2023. This will help the development community understand the housing continuum in Riverview and where there are opportunities to grow. This review will also inform our team in developing an affordable housing strategy for Riverview, which is an important first step in updating our municipal plan. We plan to do a commercial market threshold analysis for Riverview in 2023. According to Stats Canada's June 22 report, the town had 389 businesses with employees. We also know that based on 2020 numbers, Riverview residents had a combined household income of $800 million and counting, which jumps to $1.2 billion, including all of Albert County. This tells us that there's room to grow. And the work that we're doing in the community is to support and expand the diversity of our businesses so that our residents are spending more of those dollars in the town of Riverview. The market threshold analysis will help us determine where we have gaps in the commercial market and also identify promising opportunities for developers and business owners who are looking for the best location for their target customer. This analysis will look at things like the concentration of similar businesses in relation to population size, as well as a survey of residents to determine what they're leaving the community to access. This will indicate what opportunities are primed for Riverview, factoring in the existing demand from residents. Riverview is rooted in relationships. We're a community that maintains a high service standard and provides a great quality of life, and it's only getting better. We want to make it easier for businesses to be successful, easier for residents to access the amenities and activities they want, and more attractive for new folks to cross the river. And it's really easy because we have 2 great bridges. We also have 5 bridges. Great food served right. Riverview continues to grow and create new opportunities for businesses, residents, and the entire region. In 2023, we look forward to building on the success our town has seen over the past year. The key will be continued collaboration with partners just like you. I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for Greater Moncton for the event this morning. I want to thank all of the sponsors. And of course, I want to thank all of you for taking time to share in the future we are collectively building for our region. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
There was a time where I would have not taken the stairs, but jump up like Claude did, you know. So, Claude, I was disappointed with your speech that you didn't mention where you play golf, you know, where you enjoy the fresh air and so on. OK, we'll keep that a secret. Alors, bonjour tout le monde. Encore une fois, merci pour l'invitation. C'est tout un défi que le maire the Riverview a mis en avant de moi. I don't know about all that stuff, but I guess maybe I'm lacking in humor. So we'll see if we can work something out. Alors, j'aimerais d'abord évidemment remercier, mesdames et messieurs, mes collègues maires, j'aimerais d'abord remercier la Chambre de commerce du Grand Moncton et tous ces participants pour la tenue de cet événement annuel pour sa contribution au développement et croissance de notre région et de nos petites et moyennes entreprises. Good morning. On behalf of the City of Dieppe and its 35,000 citizens, number keeps going up. Every week they give me a different number. It's unbelievable. I love the folks at StatScan, because it's like they need to keep their job, right? So they keep feeding us these numbers. It's a good thing. Like I said, when you're pushing, yeah. Anyway, so it's nice to be here for this tri-community breakfast. It's an event that we missed seeing all the people that contribute, tous ceux-là qui contribuent à au succès de nos trois communautés. Alors, c'est vraiment un réel plaisir d'être ici avec vous aujourd'hui. I guess I said that already. 2022, oui. 2022 a été une année de forte croissance pour la ville de Dieppe, autant pour sa croissance immobilière que sa croissance de population. The value of permits increased by 17% compared to 2021, reaching over $119 million in investment and exceeding our previous record. Really, records have been kind of a standard thing over the last number of years in Dieppe and, in fact, for the entire region. Alors, c'est 115 permis de construction were issued for commercial, industrial, and institutional projects, and another 435 for residential projects. C'est plus de 700 nouvelles unités de logement qui ont été créées en 2022. La très grande majorité de ces unités proviennent de la construction d'édifices à logements multiples avec près de 500 unités. Le nombre d'unités de logements provenant de la construction de maisons en rangée est également légèrement à la hausse en comparaison avec 2021. Plusieurs autres gros projets sont en discussion, ce qui nous laisse présager une autre bonne année pour 2023 et les années à venir. Our tax base has also grew dramatically by almost 15%, and I didn't see anybody from staff or council cry over that. Mainly due, okay, I'm going to stop with the jokes because obviously I can't compete. God. I just can't compete with that. Yeah, and Mayor Don just leaned over to him and said, "You were really great." I saw that. Yeah, he's a funny guy. Go team. So with this almost 15% increase in our tax base, it's created some opportunities. So this increase allowed us, again, to reduce the tax burden of Dieppe homeowners. We were able to lower our mill rate by 7.95 cents to $1.46 for every $100 of assessment value. Une bonne nouvelle pour la communauté, Dieppe devrait atteindre un ratio d'endettement sous la barre des 10% en 2023, cette année. Alors, la municipalité s'était fixée comme objectif d'atteindre ce ratio pour l'année 2027. Par contre, comme je viens de dire, ça devrait prendre place cette année en 2023. Alors, 4 ans passés, on avait mis en place le plan suivant de faire une réduction de de notre taux d'endettement et on a déjà dépassé nos objectifs. La vitalité et le dynamisme qui caractérisent si bien la ville de Dieppe se reflètent également dans la croissance de notre population. The 2023 census indicates that our population has grown by nearly 11% since 2026 census. In addition, StatsCan publishes an annual population estimate for each community in the country. The latest figure shows that our population estimate at July 22, I was looking forward further down the road, but is actually only 31,535 people. So, but 35,000 is not that far away. Stay tuned. Notre plan stratégique de 2024 jusqu'à 2024 prévoyait notre population d'environ 30 000 personnes, et comme on voit, ça a été dépassé grandement. Au rythme où vont les choses, nous serons probablement aux environs de 40 000 personnes au début de la prochaine décennie. Une grande partie de cette croissance est liée à l'immigration, qui contribue à la richesse de notre communauté et qui est également une composante clé de la réussite économique de toute la région. L'arrivée à Dieppe du Centre d'innovation en immigration francophone va nous permettre d'atteindre notre vision de devenir la destination de choix pour l'immigration francophone en Atlantique. Il permettra aussi d'augmenter le nombre d'immigrants francophones qui viennent s'établir au Canada et qu'on encourage à venir dans notre région de façon à répondre aux besoins des employeurs en matière de main-d'œuvre bilingue. Je ne peux pas passer sous le silence sans parler de la présence à Dieppe du CAFI, le Centre d'accueil et d'accompagnement francophone des immigrants du Sud-Est, qui facilite le rapprochement entre les diverses cultures et l'enrichissement culturel de nos communautés. Cette croissance démontre que notre municipalité est dynamique et qu'elle continue de se développer et grandir grâce au leadership et au dévouement de gens comme vous. C'est en investissant de façon responsable dans nos infrastructures que nous créons l'environnement propice pour permettre aux gens d'affaires de venir réaliser leur rêve d'entreprise à Dieppe et aux nouveaux arrivants de contribuer à la richesse de notre communauté. It is also by continuing to show leadership and managing our finances in a fair and responsible manner that Dieppe will continue to provide excellent services to its residents. A new administrative structure was implemented in 2022 to allow us to place greater emphasis on achieving our strategic goals, growing our population now and in the future, and promoting innovation. All services currently offered to residents will continue, and some will be enhanced through the creation of dedicated positions in the areas of immigration, environment, heritage, and public transportation. Public transportation, I have to make a comment on that. I think although we are well served by our partners of Moncton, we look forward to growing the partnership and reducing the amount of traffic on the road and getting people used to busing. I grew up in a city somewhat larger than here in Montreal, and I lived between the bus and the subway. This is the only way to go, and we're not asking for subway. I'm looking at our partners from the province here. We're not asking for subway yet, okay? But we're working on that. So now to continue, en 2023, ce sont 22 millions de dollars que nous investisserons dans notre réseau routier. Nous apportons également des améliorations à notre réseau de transport en commun et de transport actif. Plus tard ce printemps, nous procéderons à l'ouverture officielle de notre terrain synthétique situé à derrière l'école Mathieu Martin. I can't believe that it took this long to get there, but we're there now. So we're very happy, and we appreciate the support from our partners, federal and provincial partners. Thank you very much for your support and getting us there. And it's already shown some results in terms of performance, and I'm sure it's going to continue, particularly when it comes to soccer, right? So that continues to grow in our communities. Where am I? Oh, yeah. Anybody for cricket? We have a new cricket court that we just, in Lakeburn area, and we're looking forward for all our cricket players in the region to bring us a championship. I mean, come on, really get at it. We all know it's a sport that's gaining in popularity. Alors, 2023 marquera le 50e anniversaire. You're not the only one to celebrate 50 years of something, right? So for us, it's 50 years of the creation of the Dieppe Industrial Park, which of course has been over time the name change. Alors, établi en 1973 sur le nom du parc industriel Dieppe Limité, l'agence avait comme mission première le développement du parc industriel. Son nom est devenu, avec le temps, la Corporation de développement économique de la ville de Dieppe en 2023, pour devenir en 2013 Expansion Dieppe, nom qu'elle utilise toujours aujourd'hui. I need to shout out that all the businesses that are in our going back 50 years, people had to be thinking forward big time, and you know, I have to thank the Irving Group. Were the first ones to build there, and they're still building there. So we're very, very happy to have them as a partner in our industrial park. Or so many stories I got to hold back. So moving. So their mandate, of course, has been widened. Leur mandat s'est élargi au cours des années et inclut maintenant le développement de notre parc d'affaires situé à l'est de la municipalité en longeant le boulevard Dieppe, ainsi que le centre-ville qui connaît énormément de développement depuis les dernières années. Un aspect à ne pas oublier et qui contribue en grande partie au succès que nous connaissons sont les partenariats. La grande collaboration avec nos deux villes voisines de Moncton et Riverview nous permet d'offrir une qualité de vie exceptionnelle à nos résidents et en plus de faire l'envie de bien d'autres communautés. This region leads and drives development, economic development in the province, and you know, we don't shy away of that responsibility. But what makes it work is this collaboration. Cette collaboration sera encore plus importante en 2023. Avec la réforme de la gouvernance locale, merci, Monsieur le ministre, pour ça. Merci. Avec la réforme de la gouvernance locale, la Commission des services régionaux du Sud-Est, qui regroupe 12 municipalités de la région, aura des responsabilités additionnelles et créera une plus grande synergie de nos communautés. Everyone has... You're shutting me off? Does that mean it's time to go? 40 seconds? You're kidding me? I'll never make that. Everyone has their own strengths, and together we create a synergy that fuels the growth and the development of our region. We can all be proud of how Dieppe, Moncton, and Riverview make Greater Moncton such a strong area. Therefore, my challenge to you is to work or continue working with us to develop new initiatives. On ne peut pas tout faire, mais on est certainement des partenaires de choix et l'on recherche toujours des nouvelles opportunités de croissance et d'innovation. Tout le monde a quelque chose à gagner dans un partenariat. En collaborant à de nombreux projets et initiatives, nous continuerons à faire de Dieppe une communauté vibrante, sécuritaire et dynamique dans une région prospère qui continue à se démarquer. On n'a qu'à penser au succès qu'a connu YQM, Coming Back, sur notre site Musicart. Bien des gens se posaient la question, c'est où ça le site Musicart? It's a well-hidden secret, but come to the next party and you'll find out. Alors, nous en sommes aussi cette année un événement spécial avec la Coupe Canada de cyclisme qui vient d'être Dieppe vient d'être choisi pour une deuxième année consécutive comme événement de vélo de montagne et de l'année cycliste du Canada. D'ailleurs, la Coupe Canada de cyclisme sera de nouveau au Parc Rotary cet été. Les championnats canadiens de ringuette auront lieu à Dieppe en avril 2024 et nous accueillerons plus de 1000 athlètes des 4 coins du pays durant ces événements. Entre autres, également, on doit rajouter que nous avons tout récemment été nommés pour les Jeux de l'Acadie 2025 qui vont se tenir dans notre municipalité. Stay tuned! Et il faut aussi se rappeler que ce genre d'événement a des retombées économiques importantes. On l'a vécu déjà dans la région avec le hockey qui vient de se terminer. En parlant de terminer, je tiens à remercier la Chambre de commerce pour nous donner l'occasion de partager nos succès et notre vision avec la communauté d'affaires de la région. Merci de nous accueillir et merci à vous tous de vous impliquer dans le développement de nos communautés. We owe you a debt of gratitude. Thank you very much.
I'm ready to go.
There'll be a little video.
Let's welcome the mayor of the city of Moncton. Accueillons la mairesse de la ville de Moncton, Madame Dawn Arnold.
Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. It is so nice to be here in front of real people and not a screen, I gotta say. I'd like to, je veux souligner la présence ce matin de quelques membres de mon équipe, la conseillère générale Monique Leblanc et le conseiller général Marty Kingston. Thank you for being here with us. Our CAO, Mark Landry, is also here, and a whole team of our fabulous administrators. I have no jokes. I just got to tell you that right from the very beginning. But I would like to begin this morning, if I may, in this very spot. In 2013, il y a 10 ans. At the time, this place where we are gathering right now was nothing more than an empty lot and a dream. But it was a nebulous dream. When the idea of a downtown event center was first floated, there were a lot of skeptics. Why did we need an event center in Moncton? Où trouvons-nous les fonds pour un tel projet? Et la plus grande question, toujours à Moncton, où mettons-nous le stationnement? Where would people park? That was always the question. They looked at this, and all they could see were obstacles. But there was another group of people who saw something else entirely. They saw a project that would breathe new life into our downtown. Ce groupe imaginait de nouveaux projets de construction, des retombées pour les entreprises du centre-ville et des expériences incroyables pour les personnes qui résident ou qui sont de passage à Moncton. Ce groupe avait une vision précise en tête. They looked at that empty parking lot and saw us hosting the World Junior Hockey Championship. I thought a lot about that core group of visionaries over the past month. In particular, my predecessor, George LeBlanc, who was this center's biggest champion. I thought of these people as we hosted arguably the most watched hockey tournament in the world. It was exactly what they aspired to. People gathering for viewing parties at Downtown Place, skaters on the Ian Fowler Oval, capacity crowds. 150 million people tuning in from all over. Moncton shining on a world stage. It was an incredible moment for our community. C'était un moment tout à fait magique pour notre ville. But it is just a small part of what we have gained from the center in a very short time. Since 2017, in the downtown alone, there has been $267 million worth of construction, including about 850 new housing units, 3 new hotels, and multi-use buildings like the Junction development on Ivan Rand Drive. Notre programme d'incitatif financier pour le centre-ville a rendu possible 17 projets d'aménagement, dont la restauration de bâtiments patrimoniaux et la construction de nouveaux immeubles résidentiels, ainsi qu'un nouvel espace commercial. The Avenir Center has also served as a catalyst for major downtown revitalization and brownfield redevelopments, like the Three Sisters project on Record Street and the Ashford Downtown Core redevelopment. Et ce n'est pas tout. Présentement, de nombreux bâtiments qui mettront en valeur des emplacements clés dans le centre-ville en sont à la phase de planification et de conception. Les travaux de construction devraient commencer dans un avenir proche. These are incredibly exciting results, well beyond what we ever hoped for. But if that original group of people hadn't had this vision, if they had not worked tirelessly to gather support and keep the project moving forward despite the odds, these things would never have come to fruition. This vision has driven our city forward, but that astonishing growth is not the only story or our only focus, and certainly does not come without challenges. Nous en sommes bien conscients ici à Moncton. Il y a toujours de nouveaux défis à relever, mais nous avons toujours été en mesure de voir les possibilités. Our strength as a community has always been the way we look at obstacles and see opportunity. It also lies in how we find ways to work together, and not just on the fun things like a world-class event, but on the difficult issues too. Collaboration is one of our hallmarks. En effet, tout est possible grâce à la collaboration. And I look to my fellow tri-community funny mayors, Yvonne and Andrew, and there's unprecedented cooperation between our 3 communities, and so much more to come as we embrace local governance reform, merci, Monsieur le Ministre, at our Regional Service Commission. It is not always easy to balance our different needs and goals, but the many partnerships we have formed benefit everyone. Nous pouvons accomplir beaucoup plus ensemble, et les liens solides et productifs que nous avons noués me remplissent de gratitude. We have also seized opportunities to work with others, with Halifax to host the World Juniors, with the federal government on the Fisheries and Oceans Atlantic Science Enterprise Center, the largest investment in Atlantic Canada, second only to the bridge to PEI. Et avec le gouvernement provincial sur de nombreux projets, notamment le refuge d'urgence qui a récemment été mis sur pied et qui a mené à des changements concrets dans la collectivité. We see that spirit of collaboration within our community as well. Nous trouvons des moyens de surmonter les obstacles ensemble. We have dealt with difficult things in the past and have found ways to overcome them. And we will overcome new challenges as well, as we take our past experiences, apply them to new situations, and build on what we have learned. I will be the very first to say that our progress on social issues over the past couple of years has been discouraging, disappointing, and extremely frustrating. And yet, over the past couple of months, I have felt more hopeful than ever before. Pour la première fois, tous les bons partenaires se sont réunis vers l'atteinte d'un objectif commun. The provincial government has stepped up and is bringing diverse resources to the table and are showing what true accountability and responsibility looks like. And for that, I am incredibly grateful. Ces représentants nous ont rencontrés ainsi que des organismes locaux pour tenter de comprendre la situation. De plus, nous commençons à recevoir les fonds de la CMHC. It is only a beginning, and there is much, much more to do. But it feels like we are moving at last, and we need to keep that momentum going. So it's really easy to get caught up in focusing on the obstacles, but we are seeing opportunity like we have never before. We are surpassing everyone's wildest dreams on immigration. Le nombre de nouveaux arrivants accueillis dans notre ville dépasse de loin les objectifs fixés. We have experienced the fastest increase in the total number of immigrants out of all urban centers in Canada. Last year, we welcomed more than 4,300 permanent residents to the tri-community. This is a 75% increase over 2021. This far exceeded our goal of welcoming just over 3,000 newcomers. Nous attirons aussi beaucoup de jeunes immigrants et de jeunes familles. Près de la moitié des nouveaux arrivants dans la collectivité étaient âgés de moins de 25 ans. C'est un véritable baby boom. Ces personnes viennent élargir notre bassin de talents, accélérer la croissance économique et redynamiser notre ville. Our immigration success has fueled our population growth. As of July 2022, the Moncton Census Population Area, the CMA, had the fastest growing population of all metropolitan areas in Canada. Cette croissance, yeah, that's pretty awesome, huh? That is very awesome. Cette croissance est particulièrement importante en cette période de pénurie de main-d'œuvre qui est aussi largement répandue dans le monde. Toutefois, les effets de cette période difficile ne sont fait moins ressentir par notre ville jusqu'ici. But getting people here is only half the equation. The other half is making sure they feel welcomed and develop a sense of belonging. We were very pleased to receive the Commissioner on Systemic Racism's report in December. Ce rapport comportait de précieux renseignements sur nos points forts, nos points faibles, et les mesures à prendre pour devenir une collectivité plus accueillante et inclusive. We are also taking steps internally, looking at our hiring practices, reviewing policies, and determining how we can support a more diverse, more inclusive, and ultimately, for all of us, a more equitable city. So as our population continues to grow, our construction numbers follow. 2022 was a record year for building permits, crushing 2021, which was also a record year, with almost $70 million more in commercial and residential construction. The final count was a never-before-seen $366 million, the first time ever our total building permits have topped 300 million. Yeah. La vigueur de l'immobilier résidentiel des habitations unifamiliales aux Three Sisters a contribué à ces résultats exceptionnels. Our industrial park ran out of space. Oh, what a problem to have. And we had to dedicate more land to industrial development. Et cette croissance ne retirera pas. There is a whole list of exciting developments in the works, including several projects that will continue to transform downtown Moncton. We are a growing, vibrant city, and a growing, vibrant city attracts people who want to be a part of that growth. We are seeing more entrepreneurs choosing to do business here and local developers investing like never before. Yes, growth brings challenges. Challenges we need to anticipate and be ready to meet. But I would rather face the challenges of growth any day over the challenges of decline. The World Juniors help to highlight something we often forget. We have a unique and special community. As we navigate what comes our way, we need to be careful to maintain that distinctive quality that sets us apart, that caring and kind community, while growing, adapting, and changing. Cette année, nous entamons l'examen d'un plan municipal qui guidera la ville au cours de la prochaine décennie. Building a new municipal plan is an opportunity to have more discussion about where we want to go, and even more importantly, who we want to be. It is also a chance to dream, to determine what our next Avenir-like game-changing vision will be, to ensure that we don't rest on our laurels, but rather embrace the change that is happening all around us in the world, from AI and ChatGPT to smart cities, data, and self-driving cars, to use what is good in it and maximize it to enhance all of our lives. I can't wait to see what we aspire to do next. J'ai hâte de voir ce que nous accomplirons ensemble. Merci beaucoup, and under time. Yes.